Hi everyone, I've been seeing a lot of videos recently of people showing their record collection. I think I have some quite interesting pieces within mine, so I thought I'd give it a go and show you what I've got. I've always wanted to do like a record kind of, I could do like updated pieces and stuff, but yeah, I started collecting a few years ago now, so I haven't got a massive collection because I'm absolutely broke, but whenever I can, I get a few records, and if there's something new that comes out, I try my best to keep on top of it. So I'm going to try and get through these pretty quickly because I hate the videos where people just talk and talk and talk. We just want to see the records, let's be real. So yeah, I will get started. Starting with Sabrina Carpenter's Singular Act 1. This is pressed on black vinyl. I actually love the circular sticker on it as well, as the back. I got this album quite a few years ago when it first came out, so I was very lucky that it's actually increased in price quite dramatically. I haven't been able to get Singular Act 2, which is a stupid amount online, and I can't afford it, but maybe one day I will get it. It's definitely one of my ISOs. The Encanto soundtrack, which was pressed on green vinyl, which is really, really nice green. This is the back. It has the track list on it and the butterfly as well, which is cute. I got this one when Encanto first came out. I did not like the soundtrack that much. It is kind of one of my regrets, to be honest. I don't play it at all. So next up is Upsoul's Lady Jesus EP. Or was it an album pressed on white vinyl? It does have a really weird mark on it, just there. I don't know if you can see that. Next we got Fletcher's The Sex Tapes, pressed on black vinyl. I've actually got Fletcher's I Hate New York City in here as well. That is the cover of I Hate New York City. Both of these EPs, and to be honest, I actually really enjoyed both of these. I did not like her debut album, and to be honest with you, I've actually unfollowed her recently because I heard she joined a cult. I was like, what the fuck? I just unfollowed her because I was like, this is just so random, and I was not. Yeah, anyways. Mae Muller's No One Else, Not Even You. It's signed and it was pressed on translucent orange vinyl. I don't know why I've got this. I'm not a huge fan of Mae Muller or this record, to be honest. I like the last track, Work Like This, and other than that, it's kind of a bit shit, to be honest. Adele's 21 album, pressed on black vinyl. Again, I'm not a massive Adele fan. I had like a 2-week period where I decided Adele was the best artist ever, and then I kind of moved on to other things. I do like the album, it's just not, I don't play it at all, to be honest. Ava Max's Heaven and Hell. This is one of the first records I got. It's pressed on limited edition translucent orange, which is absolute bullshit because since I've got it, I've never ever not seen it in a HMV. It's the most unlimited limited edition I've ever seen in my life. I did actually quite like the album though, has to be said. I promise these records do pick up. Currently airing all of my dirty laundry out right now by saying I own BB Rex's Better Mistakes on vinyl. I love the pressing, which is one of the only reasons I got it. The album itself is not revolutionary. At the back, there's the pressing. A black and white puddle, sorry, you can see there. Charlotte EP by Charlotte Lawrence, which is still one of my absolute favourite records of all time. Black vinyl. One day I will own the Milky Grey, I think it's called, Milky White, something like that, which is the limited edition. Urban Outfitters, I think. I love this. I recommend this to anybody, and her Acoustic album on this as well is insanely good. She's got a voice of an angel. Also Charlotte Lawrence as well went on tour with Madison Beer this year. I saw Madison Beer spinning tour in England, and we had Gillian Rossi and Jan from Eurovision open. They were both incredible, don't get me wrong, but Charlotte Lawrence is opening for her in America and I'm fuming. I would probably at least a quarter of my limbs to go and see both of them live together. And I'm pretty sure Upsoul is opening for Madison Beer as well, so just to let you all know, if I'm found dead, it's when the videos of that come out. Dagny's Strangers / Lovers, I believe, which is pressed on translucent pink. This was a bit of a random purchase I made. I had like a 2-day period where I thought this album was the best thing known to man. I've kind of got over that now. However, I do believe this is worth quite a bit now because I don't think anyone actually bought the album, and it kind of, yeah, they don't press it anymore. So Hot Pink by Doja Cat on, I think this is just called Hot Pink vinyl, I believe, when it was repressed, because I thought, oh my god, that's so rare, which at the time it was. I'm pretty sure she's repressed it like 29 times now, so it's probably not worth anything anymore. Katy Perry's Smile album, the translucent red. I don't know why people hate this album so much. It was good. Starcrossed by Casey Musgraves. I love the way this vinyl opened. I got this one because I do like the album, but it was also on sale at HMV for like £10, so I was like, hello, I have to. White misprint. I'm pretty sure on this vinyl all of the K's aren't printed on the labels. I don't know if you can see there, none of the K's are printed correctly. So track number 11, which is Hookup Scene, is now Who Scene, and What Doesn't Kill Me is now What Doesn't Ill Me. Jax Jones Snacks, pressed on black vinyl. I think this is a double LP gatefold. I'm not even going to bother open this gatefold because I do not actually care about this album whatsoever. But I got it because Madison Beer and Ray were featured on it, which shout out Ray. Otherwise, I don't actually really care about this album at all. I've never spun it. So Gracie Abrams, This Is What It Feels Like, is one of my favourite albums ever, probably like top 5. pressed on black vinyl. This album is truly incredible and I recommend anybody to go and listen to this album. It is so heartbreaking, but it is so good. I will show you the gatefold of this one. This is the gatefold of Gracie being punty as fuck. Demi Lovato's Urban Outfit is Demi, pressed on puddle silver and black vinyl. That is the pressing. It's so gorgeous. I play this record very rarely because I'm so scared of damaging it. I'm so glad they've repressed some of Demi's on vinyl. I'm sure Disney have just repressed Don't Forget on vinyl and I might have to pick it up if I can afford it, but so far I've got this one which I love. I also have Dancing with the Devil, The Art of Starting Over by Demi Lovato, pressed on orange vinyl. I think this is either Target or Urban Outfitters. It's Urban Outfitters, double LP. I needed the orange, which is why I went for the Urban Outfitters exclusive. It matches the album perfectly. This is the gatefold, which I think is good. Ariana Grande's Sweetener album, pressed on the peach swirl vinyl, I think it's called. There are actually a few different kind of variants of this now, since it's been reissued quite a few times. I don't believe I have the first copy of it, however my pressing is very similar to the first original press of it, but if anybody knows what one I have, please let me know because I can update my Discogs immediately. This is the back cover of the album, which is gorgeous, and I love the gatefold of this. It didn't come with any inner sleeves, which is a shame. Anne Marie's Therapy vinyl, which is the picture disc. I don't know how I feel about this album anymore. I don't even think I liked it at the time it came out. I kind of like the back cover, a bit fun. Anne Marie has done some questionable things recently, so moving on. Let's take Cars in the meantime. With no vinyl at all, as you can see. This is just pressed on black vinyl. This album's decent. I don't know really what to say about it, to be honest. The Little Shop of Horrors soundtrack, which is quite funny, but I actually love this soundtrack a lot. It's on black vinyl. This is one of the original first editions of it. It is a gatefold, but it's not really worth taking out to show you. Billie Eilish's Hit Me Hard and Soft, pressed on the grey vinyl, which is actually puddled. It's very similar to my Madison Beer last support. This album has grown on me a lot. I never really liked Billie Eilish that much. Wildflower and Birds of a Feather are stunning. This only came out last week. Tate McRae's Think Later on black vinyl. I listened to it for like 3 weeks straight. It's just pop. I don't know, I like this one. Rita Ora's Phoenix album, pressed on white vinyl. Just a surprise short. It's actually one of my most expensive pieces because this is so sought after by literally nobody. I think I had a really limited run and I managed to get my hands on it last year from Discogs, where someone was selling it and obviously did not know how much it was really worth because I got it for a really good price. The gatefold, it's pretty basic, but fair enough. See, in the jacket it came with some pictures on the front, which is quite cool. She looks gorgeous. Sawayama by Rina Sawayama. This is pressed on gold vinyl. This one is fairly rare, I believe. I don't think it's that expensive, but I haven't seen many people have this variant of the album. She really picks up fingerprint. But this is a sticker, and yeah, I like this album. I don't play it that much, but I should probably play it more. Snow Angel by Renee Rapp, pressed on the invisible vinyl again. This was just blue. I don't actually know what it was called, but it's more like a turquoise. It matches the album cover perfectly. I love this album. I recommend this album to a lot of people. It was one of my top albums last year, and moving into 2024 it was one of my most played. High Expectations by Mabel on black vinyl and on blue vinyl. This was the sound of my whole secondary school life. I loved this album, and so I felt like I really needed it on vinyl. Then I realised it was also on blue vinyl as well, so I got the other variant. The High Expectations intro and outro are absolutely gorgeous, and even if the rest of the album was shit, that made up for it. The next few aren't actually mine, they're my boyfriend's, but I am taking care of them while he is home from uni. Leve's Night at the Symphony. This is actually a Record Store Day exclusive, pressed on black vinyl. Next up is Leve's Bewitched Goddess Edition, I think it's called. Pressed on a really nice blue vinyl, actually, almost the exact shade of my wall. This is an asshole to get in and out, but it has some really interesting things inside, so I thought I'd show you. It's the chunkiest vinyl I've ever seen in my life. But you get a Bewitched booklet, which I think has all the lyrics and stuff in it, and has some really nice, cool cover sheets. It also includes a Snakes and Ladders board game, which is really strange, but quite unique, so slay, I guess. It was also signed. However, I don't know if they all are signed. The last one my boyfriend's vinyl is the Studio Ghibli. I think it's Nautica is how he pronounces it. I don't know how he actually meant to say it though, because I don't think that's actually the correct pronunciation. This one is pressed on black vinyl. I got this one for his birthday this year. I really wanted to get the green one, but it was just a little bit out of my price range. It has a really cool, oh my god, what are they called? Omni something like that, thing strip. It's like a something strip, I don't know what it's called. Then you also have some cool pictures and stuff inside, I can't remember, and a lot of Japanese. Before I can get into some of my favourites which are over there, I have to get through my older records. Some of them are hand-me-downs, some of them I did get myself. I don't know much about these, so I'm just going to speed run these and just say the name and show you the variant, but yeah. The Human League, Dare, Black. Smokey, Greatest Hit, Whitney Houston by Whitney Houston, Diana Ross, All the Great Hits, Theme from Mahogany, which is a fucking gorgeous song and I love the production on it. Absolutely ABC. Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell, Still Black, Leo Sayer, which I believe is just Leo Sayer, compilation album of Leo Sayer, Elton John, Too Low for Zero, compilation album of Elton John, Super Trooper by ABBA, The Carrying Up the Charts by The Beautiful South, which is pressed on black, but it's also a compilation, I think. This one is worth, I think, like £200 online. I've seen it going for. I don't know how it's worth all of that, but Kind of Magic by Queen on black vinyl, Tango in the Night by Fleetwood Mac, and Rumours by Fleetwood Mac pressed on black. We're entering some of my most prized possessions, all my favourite albums. Starting with Control by SZA on green vinyl. It is pressing translucent green, by the way. Here is the gatefold, which looks amazing. My all-time favourite album is Life Support by Madison Beer. I recommend literally anybody to go and listen to this album immediately. I will not be accepting any slander, so please do not say anything. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything. This one is on black vinyl and it is also signed by the MB herself. I also own Life Support on black vinyl, unsigned, which I have in one of my record holders, so this is why this is just the inner sleeve. There's Life Support again on grey vinyl, this time on the puddle vinyl. There it is on its beautiful vinyl, very similar to Billie Eilish's Take Me Hard Who's Off. Next up is Silence Between Songs by Madison Beer on white vinyl. I did not love this album quite as much as I loved Life Support. It's still Madison Beer. Madison Beer, Silence Between Songs on black vinyl. I do also have a signed insert. I wish artists would continue signing the actual cover art of the album instead of inserts. It's just irritating. Next up is Crybaby by Melanie Martinez, pressed on black vinyl. It's a double LP, I believe. I apologise, I just told a lie. It's a single LP. This is the back, and it also comes with a really cool children's book inside, which definitely it's not a children's book, but it kind of has a page for each song, which I think is quite cool. K through 12 by Melanie Martinez on pink vinyl. Here is the back. It's the gatefold. This also comes with a chunky book of kind of behind the scenes pictures and stuff of the album film, which is quite cool. It contains all the lyrics and stuff. Again, Melanie Martinez eats every time. Inside it also has kind of illustration portraits by Melanie Martinez on the pink and black swirl. I was so lucky with my pressing. Some people had horrifying pressings of this album. Mine was pretty decent. Here is the back with the little like dragon thing on it. Here is the gatefold, which I love, the kind of life and death. This was the original sleeve for the album, which actually I kind of love. I will be going to the trilogy tour in September and I'm so excited. Next up is Euphoric Sad Songs by Translucent Pink. I loved Ray before she had her massive breakthrough with escapism. Me and my sister used to listen to her all the time, so this is proof of that. This record is now worth a huge amount of money because she went viral and they stopped pressing this after she infamously separated from her label, so I managed to get this when it first came out. I'm very lucky because this is worth quite a bit now, and the songs are great. So Ray's My 21st Century Blues with a beautiful signed message from Ray. This is pressed on white. This is the back of the album. This was the original sleeve for the album, which was cool. Don't know why I've got that in the back, but that was quite useful. So I have My 21st Century Blues, again signed on black vinyl, same as the other one but I didn't show you. This is the gatefold. This is one of my favourite albums ever, so again I recommend you go and listen to this immediately. There are some fucking amazing tracks on here, like Hard Out Here, Escapism is amazing, Scream Man is heartbreaking, Flip a Switch, all of them are just great. Go and listen to this album. Next up I have Ray's My 21st Century Symphony, pressed on a amazing red vinyl, which is just, ooh. This vinyl is so gorgeous. This record is actually quite rare now, and it has some cool artwork. This is the original limited edition press she did of this, which was on the Blood Red. She has repressed this for a standard pressing, which I think is in white now. I had the opportunity to go and see this live in the O2 Arena. Amazing. If you ever get the opportunity to see Ray live, I 100% recommend it. She was unbelievable. So they were selling this, but there was a different variant. This one is now worth quite a bit, which it does make it one of my most expensive in my collection. I'm getting hot doing this. This is like a lot of work. Next up is Maisie Peters. You signed up for this on white vinyl. It is signed, but I actually have mine signed in a different sleeve with a different record just to confuse everything. One of my favourite albums. Again, it's really beautiful, it's quite basic, but actually I do love this album. Next I have her sophomore album, The Good Witch. Again, it's got a signed insert. This was on Snakebite Red. It is the back. Next up is the prized possession of the Record Store Day exclusive Good Witch Deluxe tracks. I have got my You Signed Up For This insert in here. I need to give it a bit more of a backbone, so I apologise that this is in here. It should actually just be the record, which looks like this. It is the most gorgeous pressing I have ever. This is it. It is so beautiful. The tracks on here are pretty cool as well. I like Holy Revival, Truth Is, which was a really good track as well. I didn't actually get this on Record Store Day itself. I stayed at my local record store. Unfortunately, they ran out of stock before I got in. I was queuing from 7:30 in the morning. Didn't manage to get this. I think it was on the Monday when all of the stock went online, and I went through every single record store that participated in Record Store Day until I found one that had one in stock, and it literally was the last one on the website. I got it and it arrived the next day. I was so pleased. And so yeah, this is never ever leaving my collection. Lily Allen, Alright Still, pressed on black vinyl. This was actually a first edition of the record. It was the original cover. I absolutely hate this cover. No idea why they pressed it with that cover. It's fucking ugly. Closely at the disc you can see around the edges an orange kind of bar. I don't know if you can see that, if I just sound crazy. Because I had the stickers replaced and I also had a cover made absolutely phenomenally. It's got a really nice feel to it and it's felted with all of the kind of black and stuff, which is stunning. I would link who did this in the description, but unfortunately the shop has closed since, which is such a shame because I really did want to go back to them to get some more stuff pressed, especially for my Maisie Peters deluxe and stuff. But this was incredible. I was so happy with it. Next up is Lily Allen's It's Not Me It's You. This is pressed on black vinyl and it is the first edition of the album. Unfortunately, I don't have the picture disc of this, which breaks my heart because I really want it. It's a Japanese exclusive and I just not in my budget. In the back here is the, I think this is 22 single that I also got. This is a picture disc. All of Lily Allen's singles for this era were a picture disc. It came with a poster, which is kind of a bit brittle, so I'm not going to open it all the way. Because this was one of the first records I got, including this, I actually binned the original cover that came with it, the plastic cover, because I was stupid. So I currently have it just kind of sad. I need to invest in some 7-inch stuff. Another variant of Lily Allen's It's Not Me It's You, which is the Record Store Day exclusive Zoetrope. I was literally dying when this was announced. Not a day went by where I didn't think about it coming up and leading up to the event. Queued from 7 o'clock in the morning to get this, 7:30, sorry. I'm gonna start a video of this playing because it's so cool. And here is the inner sleeve. I know Zoetropes get bad press, but I absolutely love it. I don't really care how it sounds, it looks cool and that's enough for me. Lily Allen's third album, She's Us, pressed on black vinyl. I actually really like the sticker for this record. It's the back with the Queen's dogs. This album got a lot of shit. I liked it, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I grew up with it. And finally in my Lily Allen collection is her No Shame album, which was a huge flop, but I still love it and you have a place in my heart. But it's signed and it is in black. I also just want to let you know I recommend every single one of Lily Allen's albums, specifically It's Not Me It's You, one of my favourite albums, top 3 for sure. Next up is going to be my 100 copies of this fucking album, How to Let Go by Sigrid. Starting with the black vinyl that I have it pressed on, the red vinyl as well. Alternate cover that was for O2 priority, I believe. This is not actually the disc that comes with it. I'm pretty sure this one came with the black vinyl, but I thought the green fitted better with this. I do have to sell it, I won't, but if I do, I will make sure the correct record goes with it, but I probably won't ever sell this, so it makes no odds. The orange vinyl, hello, this is my last one, which my disc is actually in another one, I believe. Red vinyl a second ago. It was actually meant to be orange marbled vinyl. It was not orange, it was red, it was a shit pressing. In here is Sigrid's The Hype EP on red vinyl. I don't know why I did it in that order, but here is her first album, Sucker Punch, pressed on this stunning white vinyl with this rainbow splash. Both sides of this disc is like stunning, and I actually really do like this album. I also have the picture disc of the album as well. Yeah, here's the picture disc. I don't know why they pressed the same picture on both sides. Having now had other picture discs, that's a really strange thing to do. Nearing the end is Scissors SOS. I don't know why I left this one so long. I only got this one the other day. It is pressed in black. I don't know why there's no other variants to this album. It's lazy. Also not a gatefold, which is ridiculous considering it has 20 discs. And yeah, there's the insert. So yeah, PSA Scissor, release Lana, also give us another variant of this album. It's ridiculous. Also release PSA. I don't know why I have to download it off some weird site to stream it, but hello. Finally, you may have noticed it disappear from up there, is Nesta Barrett's Young Forever pressed on pink vinyl. This is limited edition. It's also a signed insert, but there's the cover. It's exactly the same. Here is the back. This is also one of my favourite albums. It's really, really cute. There's some really heartbreaking songs on here as well, but that is all for my collection, to be honest. I am really looking forward to extending it a little bit more. I'm currently waiting on a few different records at the moment, like Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande. One has just arrived, which I'll show you in here. The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. I haven't opened this, but I have noticed Disney have also announced so many variants of their soundtracks, some reissues, like the Up soundtrack, the Ratatouille soundtrack. There's a variant of Tangled, which is my favourite Disney film. So maybe I will start posting updates and like unboxings on here. But that's my collection so far. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're not judging me too harshly. I'm looking forward to expanding it a bit more. So thank you for watching.